big 30th anniversary.
I feel numb in this kingdom. I feel numb. I feel numb in this kingdom.
Rachel?
Hello, and welcome to the Square Enix Twitch stream for Life is Strange Before the Storm. I'm Toby Palm, the community manager for Life is Strange. With myself, I have Chris Floyd from Deck 9 Games.
Hey,
Hello,
Toby.
Chris. Chris is the code game director for Before the Storm. And we'll be doing a run-through of some gameplay and also answering a lot of fan questions that we've seen bubbling up, over the past few days, as well as any Twitch chat questions that we may see. It's great to see so many of you already in the chat. A lot of regulars. I see a lot of people from the Life is Strange community, the Reddit guys, the Blackwell Academy. I can see a lot of regular people who tune into Square Enix on a regular basis as well. So thank you very much for all tuning in. It's good times to be here.
Absolutely.
Good times. So we've been working on Life is Strange for I think just over a year now.
Yeah, a little over a year.
Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. It's it's been really difficult, particularly for me, because I live in the online space, to just sort of keep quiet and not be able to say anything, because I see so many people, who said, please give us, another story with Chloe and Rachel, and please give us more Life is Strange, and then to finally be able to show that and reveal that.
Yeah, at the Microsoft conference the other night, Sunday night, we got
Yep.
to show everybody that trailer that you just saw a moment ago, and let Chloe out of the bag, as it were,
Yeah.
for everyone to know, all the fans to see that we're working on Before the Storm, and we're going to be going back to Arcadia Bay. It was a
Yeah.
great feeling, just knowing there's so many fans out there just waiting for some word and finally being able to let that out.
Oh yeah, exciting times. We were sat in the conference itself, and goosebumps
For
all
sure.
around. So Before the Storm, good stuff. Like I said, we're doing a run through the gameplay. I know there's a lot of questions. We'll try and answer some of them as we're going along. I know particularly some big ones that you do have. We do have about 50 minutes at the end of the gameplay session, in which we'll focus specifically on your questions and just answer as many of them as we can. So we'll jump into the gameplay in a minute. Do you want to set the scene?
Yeah,
Chris?
let me give some of the basics. Before the Storm is a 3-episode standalone game. It's set 3 years prior to the original game. So we're going back to a 16-year-old Chloe Price. And if you're a fan, you know that this is a troubled time in Chloe's life. Her father died just a couple of years before in a tragic accident. Max, her best friend, has left town and lost touch. Chloe really feels alone, alone against the whole world. Enter Rachel Amber, right? So Rachel Amber, the perfect student, the most popular girl in school. Really, she's everything to everyone. She's very different from Chloe, and we're going to get to see how these two girls meet, how their relationship develops. We're also going to find out that maybe the perfect girl, Rachel Amber's perfect life, isn't so perfect.
Is anyone's?
And that's right. And they're going to need to learn how to lean on each other to deal with their problems.
Awesome. Cool. Well, let's jump into the gameplay then. It is we are starting off in a new environment, I believe.
That's right. Yeah, we're starting off in the abandoned lumber mill outside of Arcadia Bay. There is a illegal underground concert going on.
Right.
Chloe has talked her way in.
Quick fire question: favorite band?
My favorite band?
Yes.
My favorite band actually is a band called
can't
Lost
believe
in the
Firewalk
Trees.
is Chloe's
They're a
show.
fantastic orchestral, very artsy band.
I was
Really
not
enjoy it.
bad.
So here we go.
This is
We've found our way into the abandoned mill.
Right.
Cute dog.
Chloe's favorite band, Firewalk, is playing on the other side of that wall. She
Right.
really wants to hear them play.
Interesting choice of name, of course.
Of course, a little hat tip there. I think
Yeah.
people will recognize.
Cool. So yeah, so we're starting off in the mill. This is fairly towards the beginning of the game, you said?
Yeah, this is very close to the start of our story.
Right. Cool. Chat, let us know if you'd prefer to like hear more audio from the game, or if you want to have a bit more insight as to what's going on. Totally, we can adjust that on the fly.
Me neither.
As with any environment in Life is Strange, there's so many things to interact with, people to talk to. We've got a guy selling T-shirts here. Chloe would love to have one.
$20? That's robbery. And don't call me baby.
Fine, $20, thief.
That guy's a dick. If I want a shirt, I'm going to need to get creative.
Chloe has been a lot of fun as a protagonist because
Yep.
she's so different from Max. So
Right,
the way
right.
she'll solve problems and the sorts of things she'll try to do are a little bit different, a little more brash.
Releasing that brake would roll the car right
than what
out
Max
from
would-
under that.
would-
tube.
Oh yeah, no,
attempt.
definitely.
Do I want a
I'm
Firewalk
remembering
shirt
like
that
in
bad?
season 1, you have a puzzle, you have to rewind time to move something back, or teleport it almost.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
You're
Maybe
literally
you
throwing a
shouldn't
guy, you're bowling him over essentially, right?
That's right.
Shit. No. Come on.
right?
Yeah, compared to Max, Chloe is not nearly so timid or cautious. She's kind of a wrecking ball
Thanks
who
for
doesn't
playing.
care how much damage she
Jack.
does as she pursues her goals.
Yeah. So I just saw in the Twitch chat, someone just asked if this is after the car
Oh,
crash
yeah. Sweet,
of
sweet
Chloe's dad
victory.
dying.
It is.
Which
This is
is
about-
not a spoiler because that's just
That's
part
just
of-
the way it is. Yes,
yeah.
this is 2 years after
That's like
William
$200.
dies. But compared to the first game, that is a lot fresher in Chloe's mind. She's still really grappling with all of that, with the loss of her father at this point.
right. So we've just nicked a bit of money, I see.
Yeah, we just had
Holy
Chloe
shit.
steal some money when she got the
I'm
opportunity to
rich.
take the T-shirt. She also took the vendor's cash at the same time. That could come in handy later.
Mhm.
Obviously, choices, consequences, super important
Yeah.
in Before the Storm, just as they were in Life is Strange.
Sketch Central.
Yeah.
A lot of new characters in this environment, but also some familiar ones. There's
Oh,
one
hello
of them.
there. It's
know this
Beans.
guy?
It's Beans.
It's me.
Flowers?
That's right.
What is he doing here?
Frank's going to take a little bit of a different role. He was very much the antagonist in the original game. Of course, he's still very rough around the edges here.
Right, of course.
But when we're talking about Chloe, she has her own perspective on the other characters. We'll get to see how she thinks of maybe the same characters
Yes.
as opposed to Max.
What are you even doing here?
Yeah. Fairly interesting,
I'm here to see
and they're also,
Firewalk,
at a
man.
different point in their
Big rock.
relationship with Chloe as versus
How'd
where they
you
are in
even
season
hear
1.
about this little
So
shindig?
it's season 1, I believe.
The internet.
Chloe.
How else?
Owes Frank a lot of money, and he's actually,
Kids.
not violently disposed, but he's in a different place with her than he is right here, where he's been chilled out.
So
That's
you're
right.
holding? I could
But yeah,
definitely
I
do
know
something.
Frank was one of the
Take the edge
favorites
off.
Of course.
Yeah,
from season
I
1
just
for his beans in particular.
Of course.
And
He was eating those beans.
yeah, he was eating those beans. I mean, what are you doing? And of course, I'm really happy that
Pass in a dime
that is
bag and
one.
we'll call it square.
What happens with Frank, and it's sort of how we engage with him throughout the game. I think there are really cool opportunities there for you guys, and where you have
So,
shown
where's my pot?
how much you know about the first game and how how big fans you are
Yeah.
yourselves.
Yeah,
We are really fans
Yeah,
first here. We wanted to play the next Life is Strange game. We didn't really imagine we'd have the opportunity to make the next Life is Strange
Yep.
game.
See you
So,
later.
so as huge fans, we really strive every day, honestly, every day to remain true to the original
Reminds
Life
me
is
of the way I
Strange.
make
It
important
means a lot
life
to us
choices.
to do that. We're going to see an example here of
Right.
a new
Okay.
take on an old feature.
Graffiti everywhere. I think they missed a spot.
Instead of Max's photography,
Right.
Chloe makes her mark on the world with her big black magic marker. So you'll get to choose
Sit
sometimes
and
what you
spit.
want to say in these different points in the world that you can mark.
Sweet. And that's going to be linked to achievements, right? As
That's
well.
right. So that's linked to the
300
achievements and
dock
trophies,
workers laid
just like
off,
photography.
their pensions
Can
canceled.
we reveal if there's a platinum
Those
trophy
guys are real
at all?
There will indeed be a platinum trophy
Yes.
for the season. So
For the full
Exciting.
season. Great. But
All-
I'm a big
all you
hunter.
trophy chasers can go after that. Chloe's trying to get into the back room here. He's going to get in a little bit of trouble.
Fuck.
How long is this?
So I'm seeing a lot of questions, flowing through the chat. Keep coming, guys. We'll try and answer them towards the end, of course, when
Oh,
I've gathered them all.
I think I should play the Twitch track instead of this live, because I can see the past stream of what others are thinking about.
Oh, you're up. This is good. We're gonna rob a bank.
Everything that happens is recorded.
I was recruiting a god of death into a war against the new gods. God's honest. Oh, Lord!
I think that's day 2.
So what's the plan? War.
Times they are changing.
We need you to fight them, to show them who we are.
Oh Lord, my Lord and Savior, please deliver me.
I haven't seen this this E3 Q&A yet, so I'm going to watch it and comment along the way.
Have looked about her, and again here we
Okay,
see.
I can skip the gameplay and just go into the Q&A and see how they think about the new game.
Rachel, that was
Arcadia Bay. We know that the junkyard becomes a little hideaway for Chloe and Rachel as the years progress. But again, we're 3 years earlier. They're just now discovering this very
Pile of trash.
important location.
yes.
Yeah.
And
awesome
I think
pile
the
of trash.
junkyard is
Let's
a
explore.
great
You
scene
have fun,
to show
Chloe.
like
I'm
what
gonna go
you
see.
guys as Deck 9 are actually capable
Rachel's
of.
been acting
And a
kinda
lot of people, you know,
standoffish ever
have
since we
looked
left
at
the
your
park.
work, and
What's her
you know,
deal?
I think there's been a lot of people have been actually really impressed by it. You know, in particular the facial animations, lip sync, all that looks really great. And then you know you've hit the lighting spot on. You know that sort of autumnal feel, but at the same time you've also added your own flavor
heard that
to, you know,
actors
as we
are
saw in the
moody,
mill
but
earlier on.
wow,
You know.
Rachel.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not moody.
of course it was very important
just
to us
need some space.
to match the
Is that all right
look
with
and
you?
feel
Okay.
of the first game because that's so much a part of that
Actually,
experience. And
no.
I won't lie, Don't Nod
I
put the
thought we were
bar
having a great day
extremely
together.
high.
Why are you
So
acting
we
like
really
this all
dug
of a
in
sudden? I'm not
very
acting
deeply
like
into
anything.
what Life is
I just
Strange
wanna be
was,
left
literally
alone
almost
right now.
shot by shot in a number of cases, looking
No.
frame by
I
frame
don't
at
understand.
how
You
they
can't just
created
turn on me for
that
no reason.
the feel of the
I'm
lighting, like
sorry,
you're talking
turn on
about,
you?
Yeah.
the look of the
I guess I forgot.
characters
It's always
and the
about
environments,
how you
that
feel, isn't
painterly
it?
style.
There's the
Sad Chloe's
cinematography,
fucking
right?
sad
And
again.
cinematography, so important. My
Maybe you should
co-director,
try
Webb
giving a shit
Pickersgill,
about other
he's our
people for
cinematic
once.
director.
Are you serious right
He's
now?
done an amazing job recreating the really creative use of cinematography for the
Okay.
game to
I
give
still
us
have no
that
idea
same
what's going
feel.
on with Rachel,
It really
but
feels in continuity
Apparently,
with
she gets
Life is
smashy
Strange,
when she's angry.
Yep.
including
I can
some
work with
emotional moments like the one we're seeing right
Exactly.
now.
Let's shut up and enjoy it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Score.
We've got a big decision coming up, of course, which I know fans would love to see. One option.
They might have some opinions about.
Yeah.
Here, if you really want to smash something, this should do the trick. I asked you to leave me alone. Are you kidding me?
One thing I might
I
add
know
is
you're
that
the school
I saw a lot of
princess and all,
people, you know,
with
saying
the DA daddy
that they were
and the
quite
perfect
surprised that
grades
Rachel
and all
is
the perfect little
almost feels a bit
Victoria
cold
chases kissing your perfect
in the scenes
ass.
that we selected.
But seriously,
you know, her
Fuck you.
personality isn't really what
Great.
they expected.
I'm leaving.
But again, I think that all
See
comes
you
back
around,
to
Chloe. You can't
you know
leave.
who
Watch
she
me.
is, the chameleon that she is,
Rachel,
that she
wait.
changes.
Don't
And also,
go.
of course,
Oh,
there
I
are,
see.
you know,
I
something's
see the
happened
shadow
here.
glitch
You know, so this isn't like
on
normal
Chloe's
everyday
neck.
Rachel. This is
That's absolutely
Why
true,
not?
and you will get some
I think
opportunities in
it's
some of the scenes that we
around
skipped
her
over
necklace.
to see
Because-
how Rachel
because I
sort
don't
of
wanna ruin this
communicates
the
and
way I
how she
ruined
gets by in
everything else
her
in my
sort of
life.
natural habitat at school and hanging out with Chloe before we get to some of these
And
troubled
what is
moments.
this exactly?
Here we go. So sorry for you guys on stream. I know a lot of people would have loved to have seen the something more, but honestly, I think
I thought so too.
that it's better to
For
save
today.
it because
I guess it's
Chloe
easier
and
to be
Rachel.
alone
So
if you
the
decide
game is
it's a
about
choice.
friendship, you know,
sorry
and their relationship,
whatever I did or
and much
didn't
like the first
do.
game, it's
Today was the best
entirely
day
up
I
to
had
the
since-
player, you
This
guys
is so
playing the game,
bad that they
what you
play
make of the
two
characters. You know,
Screw
where
your
whether they
voices
are in a relationship,
Like I screw
a
at the
romantic
same time.
relationship, or whether they're
Fucking
friends.
screw up. Chloe,
And
please.
particularly in the game, I think you as the player
I don't
can
wanna be alone
evolve
anymore.
that sort of that level of intimacy almost between the characters. So that's something more option. The
I'm
outcome
sorry,
of that will actually
Chloe.
depend on your previous
I can't
choices.
say why,
True.
but I know it
We
isn't
have a
fair.
number of places
But I
where you
can't
can
be
decide
your
how you
friend
want
right
to
now.
talk and behave with
Can't
Rachel all
or
throughout
don't want
our whole
to.
series.
Doesn't
It's going to
matter.
define that relationship, and there are a number of
I'm really
directions, really a whole
sorry.
spectrum
Goodbye,
of
Chloe.
places where that relationship can go. And we just wanted, we felt that putting the control of that relationship in the hands of the player was really the best option. It fits, obviously, with
Yeah.
the choices and consequences of Life is Strange.
Yeah, and some of those choices will be subtle, and some will be more obvious. You know,
Right.
and I think it'll be really cool to see. You know, it'll change the playthrough from one player to another, like what level of intimacy they have, you know, and
Fuck
whether they want to go
this.
down that path or not.
Exactly right.
I'd recommend everyone watching the stream keep an eye on the montage. You might see, you know, a few little suggestions.
Sure, guys, let me pause and turn my volume up. And Yeah.
Some interesting moments.
Yeah, so some environments, some returning characters. You know, so little bit of
Teaser.
a little bit of a teaser, of course. So yeah, and then of course we've got the Raven or Crow.
Raven.
Raven, right?
Talking about the Raven,
Got it right
yes.
the first time. First time. So yeah, so just coming back to the choice between building a friendship with Rachel and creating a romantic relationship between her. I'd have to say, just as a reminder, much like the first game, Life is Strange is a game that you make. So where the player makes of it what they want. There is no canon choice
That's right.
between one or another. The relationship between Chloe and Rachel, that's up to the player. And I have seen some people say, if with a friendship in this case choice, that's clearly a
I think they
romantic.
are
She's still clearly on
still
board with that
working
one.
on
That
episode
is,
one,
I'd have to say that's completely not true.
We're working with some of the
and
ambiguity
I think it
in
is
the
better
original
they
game that
work
we
on
felt
Yes.
was
the
there, and we
all
just
of the
felt that we
3
wanted to let the
episodes
player
before they
shape
release
that.
it,
If we
because it
don't
is
have
a
choices
short
in the primary relationship that takes place in the
episode
game,
for
it feels
before
like
the storm.
we're divorcing two important pieces of Life is Strange: the choices and consequences, and that core relationship that really powers the game.
Yeah.
You need input there, and there's going to be a lot of interesting implications of what you
Yeah.
get into with her.
Is my voice
Cool.
louder
So yeah, well,
now?
that was the gameplay for Life is Strange Before the Storm. Now we've got I think another maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes of just Q&A. And so I'm the community manager, as I mentioned before, and I've kept a very
Okay,
close eye
finally
since
the
the events
Q&A
on everything that has
for the
been said.
fans to
So
know
I've been lurking in
more
Reddit, in the
about
Don't on
this
Discord,
this game.
the NeoGAF. I've been keeping an eye, the Steam discussions, everywhere. And I've sort of really seen what people are talking about, what people have questions about. So I've written a bunch of them down. So we're going to sort of it'll be a bit more quick fire, just to be able to give you as many answers as you want. So jumping into the first one, or rather, actually, I've seen this come up a bunch in the chat. The time that elapses throughout an episode, is that a day, a bit more than a day?
Yeah, we were telling essentially each of our episodes takes about the course of a day.
24 hours,
So about
right?
24 hours. That's right.
Okay, cool. So I think let's jump into a few shorter questions.
Okay.
A lot of people have been asking, is there a limited edition, as in like a physical edition, as we brought out for the first season, which was a boxed edition? And for now, all we can say is that we're focusing entirely on bringing the game out digitally and episodically. So the plans for a physical edition have not yet been set.
Oh,
Of course, we'll let you know if that ever changes. But for now, we're focused entirely on the digital release. Similarly, a lot of people have asked about Linux, Macs, Nintendo Switch versions and ports. Again, we're focusing just on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC Steam. So we're focusing on those for now. That's not to say others won't be available later on, but we can't guarantee anything, of course. So we are entirely focused on those three for now. So just to chat, a question I saw in the chat. Whether so what returning characters might there be? Jefferson was thrown in there. Is what about Kate, Victoria,
Sure.
perhaps?
We'll absolutely be seeing a lot of returning characters that people love, but we wanted to introduce new characters as well,
Right.
and that means
I know
we need to
that
leave a
Kate
little
is
room
not
for that.
in this
So
game.
a little room in the cast list, as it were, for some interesting new characters to make their way in. I think you're gonna love some of the new characters, some of the new students we have
Yeah.
at
Oh yeah.
Blackwell.
I know already which one you're talking about.
So, but that did mean that we decided to leave some characters out for our story. Jefferson, for instance, hasn't arrived at Blackwell Academy
Yep.
at this point. Kate is not in our story, but
Unfortunately, Cupcake Kate.
that's right. But we're gonna see a lot of returning characters, you might have caught a glimpse of Nathan in that little montage
Oh.
at the end there.
Cheeky.
Yeah. And you'll get to see them in a new light because you're seeing them through Chloe's eyes. It's
So I
Yes.
think they
I
won't
think for a lot of
cover
the
the
characters,
part
it's really
why
sitting in
Rachel
a very
died.
different place in their time. Much like Chloe,
True.
before she became Chloe season 1, Nathan is Nathan before he became
Right.
the guy with the gun in the bathroom.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah. You
before the
definitely
storm
get a
almost.
sense of the journey they're on the way towards.
Yes, exactly. You know, before the storm almost sets Nathan on not on that path towards where he is, but you know, it establishes part of why he becomes the character he is later on. Let's see. A lot of questions were also for whether we're bringing out a full-size art book. For now, like I said, we're just focusing on the digital stuff. That ties into merchandise. Actually, I think it'd be really cool if we could do more merchandise. I mean, I'm repping Hot Dog Man right now. A great character. Is he returning? Is Hot Dog Man coming back?
I think you'll see Hot Dog Man somewhere.
Awesome. Great. So yeah, so merchandise and art book. You know, again, no plans have been set. We love hearing feedback from the community and you guys, and you know, we'll take it all on board. We'll discuss it internally, but you know, now no guarantees, unfortunately. So let's see. Right. So one of the bigger questions, of course, which I know has polarized the community very much. And again, I've seen this. I've read, you know, both opinions about it. Is the question, of course, of Ashley Birch not being able to reprise her role as Chloe.
Right.
And
yeah. So of course, we wanted to have Ashley Birch play Chloe in our game, and it was very disappointing to find that because of circumstances outside of our control, that she wasn't going to be able to do that. Ashley is such an important part of the Life is Strange family. She really is part of that family. So one of the things we did was we still wanted her involved somehow, and we sent her our first episode script just to see what she thought. When she read the script, she was so excited by what she saw and where we were going with this story that she just said, "Please, I want to be involved somehow." And of course, she's an Emmy-nominated writer, so we're really privileged to have her consulting with our writing team and really being a part of that team and helping to flesh out Chloe's language, how she talks, and who she is for our whole game.
Hi,
And
Striker.
guide
It's nice.
really remaining true to who Chloe
I
is.
will pre-order it
and
later.
I think from my perspective, I think we've tried to make the best of a difficult situation that we've
I
landed
might
in,
be
right?
streaming it
I've seen a lot of suggestions
after
you know, in the community.
the
You
game
know,
is released.
could we put her add a DLC with Ashley Birch later on? A lot of requests, you know, for us to wait for the strike to end. And truthfully, these are all things we really wrestled with a lot, and we thought about it, and we so just to give a sort of a rough timeline, I believe we contacted Ashley Birch, towards the end of last year.
Yes, it's
When the strike had
20
already been
minutes of
underway for some
gameplay
time,
video so
and
far,
we asked her, you know, so we offered the role to her. And unfortunately, she wasn't able to because
and
of
we
the
will
strike,
get it
which is entirely fair
on
enough.
the
And
31st of May.
we really wrestled, you know,
No,
could we do these? Could
31st of
we wait for
August.
the strike to end?
No,
And that was
not
actually
August.
so.
Yeah.
If we're thinking
Yeah,
back now, this was
August.
the beginning of the year. This was January when we already said, you know, should we maybe wait for the strike to end?
Oh my god.
We don't know when a strike is going to end, unfortunately,
Exactly.
and this has turned out to be one of the longest strikes in that union's history.
Yeah, exactly.
So we even went to the point of considering whether we shouldn't make this game. I mean, it came to that point, and saying if we
My
can't have
apologies if I'm not.
Chloe is so iconic in this role.
I'm not so good
is
at
it worth telling
talking,
this story? But our final conclusion was fans.
but I'm trying to
want
improve
to see this
my
story.
speaking
It
skills.
has a lot to, I think, to bring to the world of Life is Strange. So we didn't want these unfortunate circumstances to get in the way. So we have cast a really talented actress. She's actually our motion capture actress as well as the vocal actress for Chloe. her name is Rihanna DeVries. She's doing a tremendous job performing the younger Chloe, and she's really capturing that character very sincerely. I think that I think a lot of our fans giving Rihanna a chance, you're going to be really happy with the Chloe that you get in this story.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's been really great to see that, even though emotions are running high around this issue, it's really good to see that the community of Life is Strange is actually willing to give Rihanna a chance. And, they've said, yeah, it's a bad situation, and it is difficult. It's difficult for all parties involved, but they're willing to accept that and actually give Rihanna a chance and actually realize she's actually really good. She can actually put it out the bag. And yeah, I think from her, how she goes through the first episode, which we've of course got coming up on the 31st of August, will really showcase fans that she has landed it.
Yeah. Give her a chance. I think she's really gonna impress.
Yeah. So that's as much as we can say about the strike right now.
Yep.
So just moving on, there was a few questions about the Max bonus episode coming out, which is part of the deluxe edition and will be coming out after
That's
the
right.
third episode.
That's an additional bonus episode, basically. So our game is a self-contained 3 episodes.
It should not be a bonus episode.
But we knew that there still were fans who really wanted a chance to.
I think it is necessary for Max to appear somehow.
So we call it our farewell episode. You're gonna get to play as Max sometime when Max and Chloe are younger. It's gonna be a really emotional moment and a really emotional episode. And as you said, that's going to be part of the deluxe edition.
Yes, exactly. And just to clarify, I mean, we mentioned this online before, but
I think everyone will go
get
for the deluxe edition because Max is there.
It is literally a bonus.
It should not be
and we've titled
a
it
bonus
because it's if you think about it, it takes place. As when you play as young Max, essentially when she's saying farewell to a lot of people in her life, but it's almost like a farewell for fans as well.
Farewell to Arcadia Bay, maybe.
Possibly, for now at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that very much. We don't have any other info to share about that right now, but I think fans will really love playing that and will look forward to it. So, speaking of Max, so one of the things we weren't able to show in the gameplay today, but I think that fans, when they heard of it, were actually really intrigued by, is the concept of letters to Max that Chloe's writing as she progresses the game. So in season one, Max had her diary, which sort of recounts, what's happened on a day-to-day basis, what's going on in the story. So we've got something similar.
Yeah. So of course we needed a journal for the player to be able to remind themselves what's happened in the story so far if they return later to the story. And so we were thinking about what does Chloe's version of that journal look like. She doesn't seem like somebody who would keep a diary the same way that Max definitely does. So where we ended up is saying that Chloe is writing a series of letters to Max. Maybe some of those she had sent.
She can write a blog like Senga.
Unreturned, I guess. They never came back.
They never
Not
came
just
back.
sending letters.
Yeah, no replies. We know that Max is a little bit incommunicado during this period of Chloe's life, and that's part of what leaves her alone. So Chloe continues to write to Max. Max's presence is always felt in Before the Storm. You could say she doesn't, physically appear in the game, but her presence is always felt. And Chloe will talk about her, compare things to Max, and that partly is embodied in these letters that she writes that form her account of the story as it takes place.
Yeah, I think it'll be really interesting to see that sort of psychological insight into Chloe during the events of Before the Storm, when everything's happening and she's got that sort of connection, that sort of like a diary to jot down her notes that she doesn't share with anyone else, the letters she never sends potentially. I think that will be really touching for fans. So just briefly wrapping up. Chat will, we'll get. I think we'll do one more question. If you guys have any questions in the chat, let us know now, and we'll try and pick them up. But so just briefly coming back to Deck 9 games, I think you guys have really demonstrated how incredibly talented you guys are, and how well you've done with the game. Do you want to
really
just
appreciate that. I hope the fans agree.
Yeah, I think they do. Do you want to just tell us more about your team?
Would love to, yeah. So Deck 9 Games has spent the last 3 years building up a team and a tool set to make cinematic narrative adventure games along the lines of Life is Strange. So that means that team, we've looked around at the worlds of film and television and games and brought all of those kinds of people together, brought together great storytellers, cinematic artists, environment artists, of course a great team of writers, level designers, to be able to make specifically this kind of game. And we've built a tool set. We call it StoryForge. And that's really designed to allow these storytellers to just unleash their creativity and to create this kind of a game without a lot of technical hurdles getting in the way. So as an example, StoryForge has sort of 2 pieces. One is a tool we call Playwright. That is a tool for essentially writing screenplays, just like you would write a movie screenplay, except that our writers can add the logic and the branches that make these stories interactive. So they can add choice points and consequences, and if this happened, we'll now show this piece of the story, or skip that piece if you didn't make some particular choice. So they can build these stories a lot like a screenwriter would, but with all the nuance that they need to make it interactive. And then we pull that script into a tool called Storyteller.
This kind of like
really
source filmmaker.
Like a giant timeline of a scene. And we can place the characters in the right
I
location,
think.
apply animations, make them do whatever they need to do from our motion capture. And then even create facial performances. We have literally little sliders that we can turn up the sadness or turn up the happiness or turn them down or blend them in whatever way we want to, and that's where we can get these really subtle, amazing performances out of the character.
They haven't hired other actors for voicing other episodes.
Honestly, a lot of pressure, but also a huge.
So when the bonus episodes comes out, maybe the strike is end and they can voice, like Ash and Hannah can voice as Max and Chloe when the strike is end. But so they might have enough time to voice in the bonus episode. So I'm still looking forward to it.
Game, and we just really hope that fans really love what we do.
Yep. So just sorry. So just looking at the chat flying by, someone just asked if there's going to be bottle collecting like in season 1. I don't think there will be bottle collecting as far as I'm aware, but do we have a nod to?
We you will see some beer bottles. It's a moment we, as a game designer and with my game design team, we talk about quite often. We definitely have the advantage of learning some lessons from some of the original game.
Yeah.
Helped us to really refine the gameplay.
Yeah, that's great. So probably not a bottle gathering game, but maybe like a little nod.
Bottles.
A little nod. So someone just had a question about what game, what language the game will be localized in.
Yeah, so we'll be in English, French, Italian, German, Spanish, including Mexican Spanish as well, Brazilian Portuguese.
Yep.
And I believe simplified Chinese as well.
Yep, that too. So that
they should make a version for traditional
we've
Chinese
touched
too.
briefly on the power, of course. I mean, we did that.
It's not that
There
hard.
was a few questions about that. So yeah, there is no time power in Before the Storm.
That's right.
But so we've mentioned this on online before, but it would make sense to have another superhero in Arcadia Bay.
That's right.
Chloe would have known this when Max arrives later on. So it would have seemed almost forced.
It also doesn't feel true to Life is Strange.
Yes.
I think to make it, as you say, it feel like Arcadia Bay is some town full of superheroes. That wouldn't put the supernatural elements in the right kind of mixture with all the everyday stuff that's also really important. You bring up a good point. Chloe doesn't mention any kind of power.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't she in the first game if she didn't? I think there's another important point here too, though, and that's that the rewind power really is an embodiment of who Max is as a character. She's timid, she's cautious, she's questioning her every decision. That was her sort of critical personality attribute in the first game. Chloe is not at all like that. She's brash, she's tough, she's devil may care in so many ways, and so a power like rewind just really doesn't fit with who Chloe is.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. And the chat's been spamming me now for a few minutes, almost threatening or not threatening, but accusing me of dodging this question. So I can't ignore it. They've been asking who will be voicing Max in the farewell episode, and the honest answer is we're not at that point of development yet. It's too early to say. We're currently working very hard on making episode 1 as amazing as it can be for the release up to August 31st. And then we'll be moving on to 2 and 3, and after that we'll be looking at the farewell episode. So we honestly don't have an answer for that right now. But I just want you guys to know in the chat, and if you're watching this, of course on VOD later on, that everything you guys say, all the questions you have, we do read them. We try and answer them when we can, and we honestly don't ignore any of you, because I think it would be a mistake to ignore the Life is Strange community, because it's such an amazing community, and you guys, are so passionate about the game. As we mentioned before, it's amazing to see how much love the game got, and we're very aware of the connection we have with you guys, and I think we want to keep building on that.
It's another way Deck 9 feels so privileged. Of course we get to build on the foundation of an amazing game that Don't Nod created, but also we have the privilege of creating content for this truly amazing set of fans.
Yes, exactly. So just as a brief reminder, we have been playing or showing Life is Strange Before the Storm today. It will be releasing August 31st on Xbox One.
First episode out August 31st.
Yes.
Will be on Xbox One, as you're saying, and PlayStation 4
and PC Steam. Yeah, exactly. So it's been actually really good. Thank you very much for coming along, Chris.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's such a delight to talk to the fans and answer some of their questions as well.
Thanks for everyone. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Of course, it's been great. We've got lots more information for you guys coming up in the next couple of months, essentially, right before we.
Sure, we'll be talking to the fans again in the future.
Yes, and we'll keep you updated, with all the news as well. If you follow Life is Strange on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. But of course, if you keep to your own hubs, we're there as well. We're chatting with you guys. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Toby Palm, the community manager for Life is Strange. This is Chris Floyd, co-game director for Life is Strange Before the Storm, working at Deck 9 Games. We're really looking forward to showing you more of the game and seeing what you think of that. Thank you again for tuning in.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Oh man. I think they are not handling the Q&A so properly. I mean, the whole E3 is quite. They're not so good at promoting the game, and all they say about the Life is Strange game is the bad aspects of it, and didn't really explain what was bringing the fun to the game, and it's quite disappointing actually. But I want to play Anima's trailer analysis, and I think she is doing a very good analysis for the upcoming game. And
doing today, my name is Anima, and today we're going to break down the Life is Strange Before the Storm announcement trailer. I'm not going to go frame by frame, rather I will take each scene and related parts to it and analyze them in turn.
I've been following her since the first season, and she has a lot of ideas and like guessings about upcoming episodes. Yeah, I recommend you to subscribe her, Anima Gaming.
That can be seen in the gameplay footage that was released, since those are sequential things that happen and I can't extrapolate on their meaning any more than what can already be seen. It should go without saying that this is all speculation and it could all amount to nothing, but regardless, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so I hope you enjoy hearing mine. Let's go! The trailer opens with Chloe smoking alone in her room. One thing I noticed in particular is that Chloe is very much alone throughout everything. She's struggling with the grief of losing her dad, and her best friend Max has moved away. This opening demonstrates her solitude and shows what she turns to in her pain. The ashtray is full. She isn't new to smoking. William's death happened a while ago. It's not fresh, but the wounds have certainly not healed. She is then visited by the crow. At this point, I'm not sure if it's a crow or a raven. I had a lot of different comments about this, but the general consensus seems to be that you guys think it's a crow, so I'll call it a crow until we get an avian expert in here. She has a very particular expression when it stops by her window. She looks surprised, or maybe even a little concerned. That concern could definitely be because there is a wild bird in her room. I'd probably pull that face too, but it might be something more. Crows symbolize an omen of change, and can be seen as a messenger of death. They can be a sign of destiny or personal transformation. They can also be tricksters, manipulative and mysterious. To that point, we know from the 20 minutes of released gameplay that Rachel likes to play games, which is a pretty mischievous trait. However, crows can also be seen as a harbinger that guides souls from the realm of the living into the afterlife. When death is near, a crow will come to a window near a home repeatedly for several days before the passing takes place. After someone dies, a crow will continue to visit in the same way. The crow appears as a message from the one who has died, confirming the rebirth of your loved one. Shedding from the old, awakening to the new. We all know what fate befalls Rachel later on. The crow could be a sign of William's continued presence, or a sign of Rachel's imminent destiny. We then see a sparking train. The train feels like another symbol in Chloe's life. We see it come up often. She's frequently seen walking around on rails and otherwise tempting death. Out of curiosity, I decided to look at train symbolism, and found the results to be quite interesting. Train rails can symbolize the restriction of freedom. Rails put a train on a set path that cannot deviate from its course. It doesn't take much to see how this can be a parallel of Chloe's experiences. She could be feeling helplessness and a lack of control over her own life. A moving train can obviously refer to motion, and conversely, a still train can symbolize the stagnation of events. The train appears to be hitting the brakes hard. If the music weren't there, it would be screeching violently, echoing the events of Chloe's life that have come to a halt. A freight train, that is, a train...
Oh, this one I think it might be a dream or somehow, because it is running so fast, and normally a train won't drive so fast and even gives such sparks.
Goods and not passengers can refer to the burdens and problems that you are pulling around. The next thing we see is Chloe with her eyes shut, and then a shot of moving scenery. She briefly looks alarmed, and the next thing we see is her throwing herself to the front of the car to warn William, who is then crushed by a lorry. This is likely a dream sequence, as we know that William died when Chloe was younger. We find this out in Life is Strange episode 3 when Max travels into the past to hide his car.
This one is probably a dream too.
Shortly. Next we witness Chloe leaving her house, with David working on a car and the crow up high, overseeing everything. Chloe gets in the car and shuts the door with a scowl. David Madsen can be seen behind her. Chloe looks malcontent. I feel like there must be a lot of tension between Chloe and David. We already know this from the events of Life is Strange, but it could be
Did they
especially
say the whole
tumultuous here,
episode
given the
is like
closer proximity to
8
her
to
father's
9
death.
hours?
Chloe could feel betrayed by Joyce, seeing her relationship with David as a betrayal to her father.
So I
With this
guess
detail, we
each
can get an even
episode is
clearer
about
picture
an
of
hour
Chloe's loneliness.
to 2
This
hours.
shot of the school puts Chloe in the middle of the frame, with Blackwell appearing imposing and heavy in front of her. Our view is from below, so we can envision Chloe craning her neck to look up at this. We know that Chloe eventually gets expelled from Blackwell. With this outcome a certainty, it's a guarantee that the school will be an uncomfortable place for her. Next up is the burning tree. I talked about this in my prequel leak analysis video and said that this image feels very biblical. Aside from evoking the story of God speaking to Moses, a burning tree, at least in dreams, can symbolize feeling pain and the need to hide away to make yourself better. I don't think this is a dream. The framing of the shot suggests this is happening unseen from the rest of the world. It could be alluding to an actual forest fire, or perhaps this is a cryptic footnote or an omen of some strange happenings yet to come. We cut back to Chloe in the dream car, with her hand on the window. Another hand is on the other side, and we can tell from the bracelet that it's Rachel Amber. In Life is Strange, Chloe refers to Rachel as an angel, someone who saved her. It's interesting that Rachel is on the other side, visible and sort of tactile, but not actually touching through the glass. Chloe is someone who is imprisoned by the grief of losing a parent. Sealed inside of her father's tomb, she reaches out, and it's Rachel's hand that greets her. Since this is a dream, we can glean that this is Chloe's subconscious view of Rachel. The feeling of loneliness is exacerbated since, even in a dream, Rachel is just out of reach. We see Rachel here with a pained look on her face. From the 20 minutes of gameplay that was released, we know that she wants to tell Chloe something, but she can't. The crow appears again, emerging from the forest after Chloe and Rachel use the binoculars. The crow appears no less than 3 times in the almost 2 minutes that make up this trailer. It could even appear more, I might have missed it. This compounds the idea that the crow is repeatedly visiting Chloe, whatever that could mean. Either that or it's a fan of hers. That would be pretty cute. This concludes my analysis of the trailer, folks. I hope that you enjoyed it. For more Life is Strange videos, check out the links in the description or in the end card that is sure to follow. I actually watched the 20 minutes of gameplay and reacted to it and commentated over it, so if that's something that you're interested in, then be my guest. Come and check it out. I have videos where I have this talky sort of...
Yeah, this girl over the right, it might be someone related to Rachel, so Rachel suddenly don't want to play with Chloe and become angry. You can see the girl here with her left arm with some tattoos, and she might be related to Rachel somehow, which makes her unhappy.
I'm doing right now, but I also like let's play stuff, and that's when my brain falls out of my head, and sometimes it's entertaining, but mostly it's just cringe and humiliating. And I'm advertising myself really well right now. What do you?
Oh God,
humiliating, and I'm advertising
myself
really well right now.
I think I get Chloe's bracelet wrong. Is it it's red and blue. It's quite similar to Max bracelet. Maybe Chloe give this blue one to Max before she leaves Arcadia Bay.
Cringe and humiliating, and I'm advertising myself really well right now. What do you guys think of what happened in the trailer? Are there any little hidden meanings that you think that I missed, or that we can extrapolate from this situation? Let me know in the comments. But absolutely most importantly, folks, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.
Wrong answer. You don't ask a girl out and then not buy her a drink.
What? What?
Okay, and I've made some fan arts yesterday night, and I've posted them on Steam forums and DeviantArt. You might be able to download it. You can download it there, and let me show you. And this is my Steam. And this is the fan art, and I think I get Chloe's bracelet wrong, but I'm not gonna change it. I'm not going to change it. And about the alternative ending, I'm still working on it, but I'm still thinking how to deal with it.
Lesbians! Plot twist, we've been playing lesbians!
I talked to one of the Donut developers a few days ago, and he told me that it is Square Enix decision on developing the prequel. I asked him why, and he just said it is Square Enix decision. The Donut developer is called Sam, and he is the game developer of the first season of Life is Strange and Vampire and Remember Me. Yeah. I talked to him on Steam, and he replied me, and I don't know if they are, because they are just so busy working on Vampire and the second season. That's why Dead9 developed the prequel. But maybe it could be also the fact that Donut doesn't want to continue the story of Life is Strange. It might be one of the reasons, but we are not sure if this is one of the reasons why Donut doesn't take the prequel and try to make the game.
Hi, I'm Naomi from Italy, Tuscany, and today I'm here because I want to share with you this. Life is Strange Before the Storm. I don't have anything to do with the production of the game or anything, I'm just a player. And I'm doing this because I really like the whole of the story of Max and Chloe fucking badass. And I don't know, let's just have a deeper look.
I think we can skip that because you have seen that already. Just want to know what are they saying.
5 episodes left all of us speechless. We were amazed, and we have a lot of questions now because we know just part of the story. And the official trailer of the second part of Life is Strange was released just today in the very early morning. And the first thing we think about is, where's Max? But there's another question which is really vital to me, and it's gonna be in the very first scene. So, this fucking badass seems to be Max. Is it Max as a Chloe?
She's a cute,
I don't know.
cute girl,
If
but
that's
not
the
fucking
case,
badass.
it is Chloe because she's smoking. So Chloe is the only person that smokes cigarettes. Okay, I need you to be 100% honest to me now. Where the hell are Chloe's blue hair? Then, after seeing Chloe smoking a lot of cigarettes, we see a crowd and Train, Chloe at the party, but we don't really care whoever she fucks or not. But the other scene is quite important because I think it's related also to the title, Before the Storm. The storm might be the storm we saw on the previous episodes, but might be as well the Chloe's father loss. And with regard to the accident, we need to mention as well that maybe the game will put us in front of choices, but I don't really think that we'll have a choice about that. Maybe it's just how things need to go. That's it. After that, we see Blackwell College.
I mean, like, Chloe will be suspended anyway, so our choice doesn't really matter that much in this game, maybe.
Which we already know
and Chloe
from the previous episodes, and we also
will
know
be shot in the bathroom anyway.
Chloe got kicked out from the college, so I think that's the point when we know exactly what happens. And in the video we met Frank again, which seems to be a little bit better than the previous episode where he's really wasted because maybe of the loss of Rachel Amber. Who knows that? Anyway, I think it might have something to do with Chloe kicked out from school.
That's a really good analysis.
There's no time travels here, just a lot of anger, which we can see by the fact that Chloe always smashes things and throws things everywhere. But after that, we see Rachel Amber there, which is an important person also from the previous episodes, and we may think that the whole series here will be concentrated on the relationship between Chloe and Rachel, so that we can know the whole story. So we're all looking forward August 31st, which is the date when the first episode will be out.
It will be 1st of September for if you are in Asia.
It's going to be only 3 episodes, while the previous one was 5 episodes. So at least I hope each episode will be a little bit longer than the other ones.
I might stream it.
In the meantime,
maybe, probably, if I'm not working.
I hope at least that new videos will be released so that we may have the opportunity to know some more things, and I'll be here to describe other videos and everything that comes out. So if you like the video, like, subscribe and share, and if you have any questions, just write in the comments.
What else? Will we be laying on the bed? All of a sudden I heard a voice.
What the hell is this?
What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Wings Up Ant here, getting ready to react to Life is Strange Before the Storm announcement trailer. I was watching E3 yesterday and I saw this come on, but I stopped watching it so I could film a reaction video to it. So yeah, if y'all ain't seen the first Life is Strange, if you ain't never heard of it, go watch it. It's a good game. This is apparently a prequel before like Max came along and all that. So yeah, let's go. As soon as I saw that Square Enix logo, I lost my mind. Yeah. And by the way, that was Gabriel Iglesias that you saw at the beginning of this reaction. Not at all. Most freaking video game companies will be like Rockstar Games, for instance. They pushed back Red Dead Redemption 2. We gotta wait to 2018 for that. Not this. We just gotta wait 2 months. Okay, I like that. I like that. But yeah, it's your boy Wings Up, and I hope you enjoyed this reaction. You probably hear Zeus and Bulu in the background. I'm out. Peace.
Nothing special, but I think it's quite weird how this prequel came out, and because there are no news, no news about the prequel at all until recently, and suddenly we have a prequel in August. I think Square Enix is not handling.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Joey here.
This quite properly.
We are Geek House, and we are here with another E3 game trailer.
And that's why so many people complain about that, about why you give this production to another studio, and also not agreeing to the VA strike agreement, etc. So we don't have Hannah and Ashley's voice in the prequel. But it is like I say, we are still possible to have Hannah and Ashley back for the bonus episode if the strikes ends in, I think it is October or September. I can't remember exactly when, but I think we have enough time to wait for the strike ends. And if Square Enix settle for the agreement, we might able to get our old Max and Chloe back.
We are not going to get to every trailer or every franchise, but we're going to get to a bunch of them. Namely, everything that we're either curious about or interested in.
Yes.
There are some franchises we don't have interest in, so we're probably not going to react to the trailers because you don't want to see us just shitting all over again. But the ones we're interested in, we will absolutely be doing reactions to. We are not going to react to the trailer as soon as it drops. We're going to wait until a couple pile up at the end of the day and react to them, like this. We're getting through like 8 trailers right now. This is something I'm crazy excited for. This is Life is Strange. I think this is a prequel, not a sequel. I don't know, I haven't watched it yet. From my understanding, I think they announced that there are 2 Life is Strange projects that are different. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm forgetting this one, but I think
it is true. Sam has told me that Life is Strange 2 is in production.
I loved the game so much. The soundtrack is constantly being played by us.
That's true. Yeah, we do play that a lot in car and stuff.
I just love the game. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the ending. I went with the Leave with Chloe ending.
It was such a different style of game.
Yeah, it was great.
It felt very.
Did you guys choose the Bay ending, or which ending did you choose for season 1?
Like first people to do like point and click
can you comment that in the chat?
And I love them. But there was something new about this game. It might have been the time travel elements. It might have been.
I go for Chloe.
Story.
I think it is very evil, but
a couple weeks ago, where they kind of hinted
I did go for Chloe.
Games. Yeah. They said they were working on the next iteration of Life is Strange, but they left it at that. So we figured there'd be some kind of announcement in E3, because the game was kind of like a surprise hit. It came out and everyone was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, and this comes from, I believe, the French branch of
Square
Enix, which was really surprising because you're so used to Square Enix is so synonymous now with Final Fantasy. So to get such a very different game and like the reception that it's gotten is just awesome.
Yeah, because the whole thing, the whole Storm thing is about Chloe, so So I choose Chloe because
So
for
yeah, Life is Strange 2.
like every episode you are trying to save Chloe, so why you give up in the end? There is no reason for you to give up in the end because everyone can predict the ending somehow and know that they might need to sacrifice Chloe somehow, and I didn't do that because I somehow know, and I think that Chloe deserves a second chance to live because she has a shitty life and so many problems for her life, and I think she deserves to live better. I mean, like even a storm, even it is so inevitable. But like
Yeah, episode 1 is
Max
3. It
has a
says
chance. Max has a
Xbox
chance to
currently
change
is
the
okay, but
fate
it's
of
not
Chloe.
an exclusive.
So if there is
Because it's got
that
the first one on
chance, why
PC.
you don't change it
So if
and
it does go
just
to
leave Chloe to
PlayStation, it'll
die?
hopefully at least go to PC. Because I really want to play this game, and I'm not going to buy an Xbox for it. We're not like anti-Xbox, just I don't want to buy another system.
August 30th. Yeah, the next system.
That's all it is. I don't
I
want to
think
buy
the
another system.
power of
I have a PlayStation and
power of
all those other
Max
systems. We are
is
not
just
anti-Xbox.
just there for Chloe. That's why she gets the power.
So that's why I'm like, oh, I
But
hope
I
this game
still
comes out on
respect
PlayStation. That's why. That's the only reason.
people who go to
Although I say
save
that,
the
people will yell at me,
Arcadia Bay
not
because it
anti-Xbox.
is the
Yeah, I'm in.
ending that is quite reasonable to choose to save other people.
I'm so excited for
Another soundtrack.
A new playlist
of our indie hipster music that we love. People like down in the comments are like fucking hipster. It's like, yeah, suck it. What? I don't care.
You're
It's
so
like
aggressive today.
I just don't care about the haters. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be really fun, and like, it's so good. I was so excited to be back in Arcadia Bay.
Arcadia Bay.
Oh my god.
Which I think is one of the coolest names for a little coastal town ever.
It just, like, they're in the junkyard, and I was like, it's the junkyard. I remember.
Who do you like except Chloe? If I say the characters that you already know in Arcadia Bay, like Victoria, Nathan, Frank, the principal. Is it the same principal? Maybe not. I think I like Victoria the most after, like, besides Chloe. Victoria is quite a unique character that I'm interested to know her more in this prequel.
And be excellent to each other.
If you look down below, you'll find all of her social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, I think Joyce is quite
all of that. So check
poor Joyce. That lose Chloe again and again, and go through all those horrible things in her life.
Tuning in, I am Joey. We'll see you next level.
I think we have to be mean to Joyce in the prequel because it's how Chloe does. Oh man. I hate ads.
E3 as well from Life is Strange Before the Storm. Now, obviously, Life is Strange is familiar with almost every single gamer in the entire world. I have actually played Life is Strange on my gaming channel. If you want to check it out, make sure to check out over there. There'll be a little
thanks for dropping it.
And the link to my gaming channel is in the description as well, if you want to check it out manually. But I've done a playthrough on it last December, actually. I was very late to the party, but I actually did that. I already knew about the game, but I just never got around to play it, and I thought it was amazing. I had the best experience. I got emotional as well, which doesn't happen for me often, just saying. But so I didn't expect there to be anything else from Life is Strange ever again. People were obviously contemplating it. Will there ever be a Life is Strange 2? Like they do with any sort of franchise that they enjoyed or loved. But I did not expect anything from Life is Strange because the story kind of started and ended in that game. It kind of run its course. But they are going back at this. Life is Strange Before the Storm, which just to me sounds like a prequel, and I've heard that it's a prequel. So let's just see what that's going to be all about. I don't know whether it's going to be about like Max or Chloe or the world before them. We have no idea. Maybe Rachel's story. That will be interesting. I would love to hear Rachel's story and play it out as well. So yeah, we're just going to check it out because my curiosity cannot wait any longer. Here we go. World premiere for Xbox. Square Enix.
I can skip it again.
It's just I can kind of see why and why that's not true, because obviously we've known that Chloe knew Max and other way around, obviously, before she moved away to, I think, Seattle it was or something. And obviously Chloe has been through a lot in that meantime with the blue hair and the tattoos and the problems with the drug dealers and everything that went around. And even though we got into like this whole Rachel foot and of course,
Chloe has Max's photo on her table.
We learned about that whole situation.
I saw that from the concept art.
We never really went through Chloe's process. We only knew that she felt abandoned and betrayed, but then I kind of clicked it back together and just went on and solved this mystery. So it's really interesting to see that we can actually go back to how Chloe's life was during the time that Max was in Seattle. So I'm very curious about that. I'm very interested in meeting Rachel as well. And I'm very curious to see what exactly all happened for Chloe to become the Chloe that Max met in that toilet in the first episode of Life is Strange. So I'm very curious about this. I can't wait. August 31st actually very soon. So they have been keeping this a secret for a really good time because obviously they've been working on it for a while then if it comes out that soon. I'm very curious. I want to know your opinion. If you've seen my gameplay playthrough on my channel, let me know what you thought of Life is Strange. And if you've seen or played it for yourself, then do the same. But I hope you saw it with me. That would be fairly appreciated. And if you haven't yet and just curious about how I choose to do things, then make sure again to click that eye that's right there to go to that playthrough or my channel in the link down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, check out my gaming channel. I've got a Patreon account too. It's not easy for small YouTubers nowadays, so if you could check it out and consider donating anything, even if it's $1, I would fairly
E3 press conference. Well, all for one bit, okay? And it was the most important part I could ever see in that entire conference call.
No.
Strange-Ankündigung. Es gab fucking 2! Die Videos dazu habe ich noch gar nicht gesehen, deswegen schauen wir uns das jetzt gemeinsam an. Okay. Return to Arcadia Bay.
The people who worked on that game loved that game.
Ja, man. Jeder loved that game.
Knowing the story of Chloe and Rachel, that's the story they wanted to see.
One of the principles that we embraced in development
Da waren schon Bilder. Okay.
was we wanted to create
The center of the entire story is about friendship.
And gays.
When we wrote this game, we looked at it from Chloe's perspective. What makes this unique from her perspective?
Ja, voll gut.
It was about rewind.
We don't have time travel. We didn't think that was appropriate
Haben die
to this story or this character.
Nein, oh mein Gott, da kann man ja richtig verkacken mit der
really,
Entscheidung.
Chloe is a wrecking ball that
Aber es
just
heißt, Chloe
bashes
ist der
through the things
Protagonist?
that are
Das
in
ist
front of
voll
her
geil.
and creates consequences and damage as she goes. And she can't take that back. And that was really important to
Das
us.
ist voll geil.
Telling, so having
It's strange. I wonder why Chloe's messing.
really find the character.
Was du Jas?
So Ashley has a
Das ist voll
passion for
nice.
Chloe as a character. It comes
Ja,
from a very personal
Mann.
place. Hearing her appreciation and excitement and passion for what we're going to
Das
do
ist
with
voll
this
toll, I
story.
love it. Die hat schon bei vielen
been
Kram
a
mitgeschrieben, zum
real
Beispiel Adventure Time hat die auch ganz viele Folgen
our story
co-written
and
und so.
making sure
So my main focus has been on
She's imprisoned.
Why she's keep screaming?
Oh my god. Das ist so
And that's where we
dramatic.
start.
I love
And
it.
with that, we're kind of saying it's okay not to be okay.
Oh,
I
das
think it's
ist
just
so
very honest
süß. Oh
emotionally.
mein
I
Gott.
think it deals with really relatable issues and subjects.
Most games don't tackle these kinds of things.
Das ist
right?
wahr.
They try to
Das
stray
finde ich
away
auch
from
super gut an diesem Spiel.
Life is Strange embrace it.
Bam! Give den hart ins Face, don't not.
And grief and loss and friendship and romance.
I want
and,
to
mean,
know
these are things-
what she wants to say besides oh and wow.
Voll cool, Mann. Ja, I love Also das war gerade sehr viel zu verarbeiten. Was ich am allerbesten finde, ist, dass das Spiel genau an den Fehlern des ersten Teils ansetzt. Ich dachte mir am Ende nämlich so, what the fuck, es wurde voll nicht aufgeklärt, was ist da für eine Scheiße passiert, was steckt eigentlich hinter der ganzen Rachel-Geschichte. Man weiß gar nicht. Und das Spiel geht nochmal einen Schritt zurück und geht wahrscheinlich auch nochmal an den Punkt, wo Rachel letztendlich entführt
Yeah,
wurde
so
und in diese ganze
Ashley is
Scheiße
really,
reingekommen
is really
ist. Und das
a
finde
great,
ich super gut.
a
Mega
great
interessant. Und ich finde
VA,
auch unglaublich
a
toll,
great
wie es aus der
person.
Perspektive von Chloe ist. Ist so schade, dass Max da wahrscheinlich so gut wie gar nicht vorkommen wird.
Well, hey, I wondered if the Life is Strange audio, is it audio section, something like that. Maybe they have something to talk about. What's that called? I can't remember. Blackwell podcast. Blackwell podcast. And oh, I didn't subscribe. Did they say anything? Six days ago, so maybe we can find something for the podcast.
Right, we're live. Hey everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream.
Hey.
I should probably mute the stream before delay fucking happens again.
Welcome to the
If you guys don't know what is the Blackwell podcast, it is some of the Life is Strange friends that made this channel, and they invite the VAs to talk in the Blackwell podcast about how they think about Life is Strange, and some of them are about the fans, and I think they didn't invite any VAs recently, but they might be discussing the prequel as well, maybe somehow.
thing together, and everything's like related in some weird way.
Yeah,
It's like like metaverse, or not metaverse, but I guess just the overarching universe of it. It's like how they're all. That would be interesting. Yeah.
It would be interesting if Life is Strange 2, like Season 2 details come out, and we kind of find out like some kind of, base on what it's about. Like, if it's set in, just as an example, it's like set in New York or something. And then I doubt this is the case, but if maybe there's like something hidden in Life is Strange, like that mentions like some kind of weird happening in New York, and then maybe there is some kind of weird connecting thread between them.
So
I hope there's something like that in Season 2. I hope they just they don't even have to mention Max.
It's not easy for
kind of, weird mention to like maybe whatever's going
for
on.
Don't Not to make one or Deck 9 to
storm
make
that came out
one
of nowhere and
for the
wiped out this
sequel.
town.
Yeah.
I mean
If that's
sequel, but
even
not
in it.
prequel. I'm
I mean, there was
responding
still,
to
there was
Pikachu.
still like all the weird weather stuff that was happening that made like national news in the game. So like I think they would be kind of, unless it's like a completely different time frame, but if it takes place around the same time, like they would have to mention some of that. Like, not specifically Max and Chloe if it is like you said in New York, for example. But just like, man, this is just like what was happening out in Oregon with the weird weather, like something along those lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're going to have that no matter what. Like, even if it's just in the form of Easter eggs or something, they're going to have some sort of callback.
Yeah.
I would love that anyway.
What would make it really sufficiently weird and cosmic for me was if they brought back like the blue butterfly and stuff. Like if it's there for like the spawn of the new person's power or something.
Oh man, that'd be so good. I feel like that is more specific to time travel though, because the whole butterfly effect thing. But I see what you're saying.
But I think the butterfly effect thing more connects to the whole fact that the game has consequences, and less about time travel. But the fact that
But
your
we
choices
already
you make
know
are
about the
gonna affect
consequences.
the future in some way.
It's just how bad it
I got a
is.
question I want to ask.
I guess.
So if Life is Strange 2 has like different abilities, what abilities would you guys want to see instead of time travel, like rewinding time?
I have a pre-canned answer for this, but I'll wait to go because I've thought about this one.
I have.
Sean, you go. I have to think about it.
That's so hard.
I can go if nobody else has got one or needs to think about it.
I'll say telekinesis.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I think it's not about
I feel like they could do a lot with that.
the E3.
Yeah.
I need to pull up my Reddit profile because I need to find the comment I wrote about
Someone
this.
in the comments just said mind reading, and that could be pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's what mine is. It's
The
mine.
next line is-
It's a kind of mind reading, but I feel like hold on, I gotta find this comment because I don't even remember my own thoughts.
Oh, that's
The
gonna
only
be
thing I feel like mind reading. I just thought something, which I don't know. It probably won't happen, but it could be interesting if we saw these powers in the hands of people who aren't specifically as nice as Max would be, like someone using them not necessarily for the good.
So like,
yeah,
if Chloe had them.
Yeah. I audibly gasped then. How dare you?
They already say
Well, we saw how
Chloe not
Chloe
have
used
any
time travel.
powers, and
That was explained.
and
She
Yeah.
really
Rachel
did say she would use it to hook up with
neither have
people, so
has
I
any
can respect that.
time
No,
traveling
kidding.
powers.
I'm kidding.
That would be an
Okay.
interesting thing, though. Like if it was just the antagonists that had a power, and the protagonist had to go up against that, like that would be an interesting thing to see.
Yeah.
Man, that's what my my one fan fiction I've written is from the perspective of Chloe, and half of the reason why I wrote it is because I think from the perspective of anyone apart from Max's
I hope they handle the depression
and I
part
wrote
of
it from
Chloe
perspective just to kind of show
properly.
like why that would be. There's a part where
So we know
in the story
season
where Max,
1,
she snaps a
the
selfie
first
of herself,
season,
which is, of course,
Chloe
selfies are doorways
might
for
be
her to,
taking
like,
some
rewind back to.
antidepressants.
And just the idea that like at any
I just
moment
want to know how
takes a picture of herself,
they
she
start.
can change into a completely different person who's
Is
experienced
it
different things
because
from the
of
future.
Rachel
She can, at that
or
moment, she
William?
can become a future Max who's stepped back. Because to Chloe, it's in an instant, right? It's not like it's just like the second that camera flashes, Max is now a different person, and she knows what's about to happen. And I think that makes her power really, really terrifying from the perspective if you are not Max.
Yeah, that's really weird. That's interesting because like it's all based on Chloe's perception, right? So it's like if Max changes, does everything else change? And now I'm thinking back to the part where she goes back and like Chloe's about to tell Jefferson about everything, and Max is like, trying to stop her and explain everything she saw in the past.
I see what you mean now.
Like nothing was different, at least to Chloe. Like everything,
Yeah, right.
it was like yeah. I see
But
what
to
you're
Max, she's just like come back from like a day later, and like she knows all the stuff is going on, and like she like instantly starts panicking, and Chloe's like, "What is going on?" You know. And
I think the scariest thing is about 30 seconds left after Max explains, she just forgets and is back to the past Max.
right, she goes on autopilot Max.
Yeah.
So what I had written about the possibility of a second power or new power, I mean, in a season 2 is mind reading, but I think that would be hard to do just on the fact of if you could just read people's minds. Like think about if Max had mind reading power, like that game would play out so different because episode 1 you read Jefferson's mind and you find out he's spoilers you find out he's the one, you know.
It's
and so like I think that would be kind of hard to do, but they could probably pull it off. Even if it's like maybe she can only.
They are discussing about the second season, and I guess for second season it's expected for Jon to kind of make a dreaming kind of thing instead of mind reading. might be able to predict the past or the future through gaming, or like train things in reality through dreaming. Might be possible if you have a superpower like this. And it is just my idea, but it doesn't mean it will be in season 2. And guys, I think I have to stop streaming now because it's dinner time. And thanks for dropping in. And I think I have to stop now. I'll continue my updates and fan arts, and if you just drop in, might want to see this. Not this one. This one, and this is Max and Chloe, and this one is the fan art that I made for Before the Storm, and just changed the shirt of Chloe, and this is a younger Chloe, and I put that in on Steam. You can add me on Steam. It's on Steam and you can download it, and I might also put this download link in the video. After the stream ends, I'll put it somewhere in my videos so you can use it or do whatever you like. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, and I will see you soon. Yeah, see you soon. Thanks for dropping in, Ricky, Mobile Studio, Pikachu, and is anyone here also? Lisha and Chloe Price. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Ricky, you want me to open the link? Let me see my chat. Really? Just a moment. Oh my gosh. What the hell? No. I'm so afraid of this. Thanks for people who support me in Hong Kong, and I don't think people in Hong Kong will play Life is Strange much, but it's nice that such game is spread to Asian countries. And I'm from Hong Kong, and I don't speak English very well. You can recognize my voice is more of a Hong Kong accent. And is it my link? I think this is my link, right? Yeah. I'm not sure if I can release the game because of copyright issues, or I asked Sam about that, and he said he don't know about the copyright and stuff. Sam is a Dontnod developer, and I think I guess Square Enix own all the copyright of Life is Strange, the whole brand, and it is maybe not Dontnod's decision on the copyright stuff. And if I can't release the game, I will try to submit the game to lifeisstrangefans.com as part of the art contest. if they can't release it, I will give it to popular like Anima Gaming to play it, something like that, and hope they will give some feedback to me, even it's not really. Of course, it will not be as great as Donut, because it's just a fan game, and I'll try to. I didn't really I'm not really very good at making games. I learned it, I learned it about 1.5 years to 2 years for animation and 3D stuff, and then and thank you for you guys for supporting. So I'm able to get a job for animator, but I think I still work on it because you guys are still supporting me. But there are also some people that says, why do you argue and complain about that nine when you are making an alternative ending yourself? You shouldn't be saying that because you are not Donut, and you will not be as great as Donut. But this is really, it is simply a fan ending game that support by so many of you, and besides me, Matt and Jacob and Sabil, Sabil helped me, really inspired me a lot on using the game engine and stuff. Because of him, mainly because of him, I saw his awesome channel and videos and all the Unreal stuff that he did. So I start trying to make animations and stuff, and so it's I get so far like this, and I'm still improving on the way, and I'll still keep working on it. I'm not sure how long I will keep continuing, and maybe I will keep it shorter, but eventually I will release it in some way. So even you can't play it because of copyrights, and there will be some people that will be able to put a video about playing it and stuff like that, and yeah. And I talked to Sabil several days ago, and he said, I asked him if it is a good idea to include all fan endings in the same project, and he said yes. We can include all the alternative endings in the same project, and so everyone will see all the stuff, including in the same project, but not just the ending made by me. This ending is based on Daniel Adams' ending. Is about Max sacrificing herself and like that, and sent to hospital. And I think you might have seen Sabil's ending about good ending, bad endings, few endings. Also a few awesome artists out there. I will try to contact them, and hopefully they are also joining, and I will make a scene that everyone will be able to submit their fan arts, and when Max explore the area, you can able to see those scenes, your fan arts on somewhere in that scene, and hopefully will be release in the future. And yeah, you will be able to release fan arts. I mean, you will be able to submit your fan arts and see all those in the game. And I hope this will be like community collective memory and yeah, a final dedication to Donald and Square Enix for making this awesome Life is Strange Season 1. And yeah, that's why I start this project. I hope this project is about the community and just celebrate the whole community, because there are so many awesome fan arts around. You can see all the artworks, amazing artworks on the community page and on Tumblr. On Reddit, Life is Strange page, and so on. And there are lots of official stuff on Reddit page, and you might want to have a look. What's the prequel about, and how many episodes there are? 3 episodes, and that will be 6 to 9 hours to complete. So it's about 6 to 9 hours. So yeah, and that's it, guys. I really have to go and have my dinner, and thank you for dropping in. My ending is playable. It's playable. I can show you. Oh wait, and I'll show you part of it, and it's playable. It's really playable, but why I say it's not playable is just because I'm not able to release a game project. This is a game project, and if it is released publicly, maybe there are copyrights and issues. I don't know, and because Sibyl is also releasing some mini games on YouTube as well. Few mini games for players to explore his level, and okay, I can give you a really rough play. Oh, just a moment. And like I say, and it's a community work. I hope this will be a final memory for everyone, to Max and Chloe, and the whole gameplay. Yeah, it's about the community. Hope to include everyone who love this game in this collective.
Dude, you would totally come with me. I need a bodyguard for our adventures.
Yeah, it's all about everyone's memory for this awesome game.
Totally. We'd have cars and boats and planes all over for instant escape. And no adults could tell us what to do.
Count me in. What would you do while I was bodyguarding you?
Maybe take pictures of our adventures. I would love to be a photographer. As if I ever could be.
What are you talking about? Max, you are a photographer. Your pictures could be in a museum. Someday they will. I believe in you.
I'll mainly use Kofi's music in this game, because he helped me a lot for this game. If this game cannot be released publicly, I will let some YouTube gamers to able to stream it or play it somehow. Yeah, it's like this. Game is like just like I'll let you. It's like a game, but a separate game, but not a mod for the season 1. It's made in Unreal 4 instead of Unreal 3, and I've been learning really hard, so that's how the game started. It's just like a normal game. Yeah.
Previously on Life is Strange.
Film little pieces of time.
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No! Whoa.
I think I will delete this part. I have to hide this part from all of you. From others, because it's a stream, and I probably will keep the stream for.
Posters are all over Blackwell. Something happened to her.
Big spoilers.
Tell me the truth. That's an order.
The town is going to get wiped out by a tornado. Max, tell me everything.
Hey, Stelma and Louise, you're my business now.
That's
and
Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
You better step back before you regret it, girl. I mean it.
Please step back.
You're kidding. Put that down.
Yeah, I hope you still get that Life is Strange feeling from, even it's made by me and it's not doing not things. And I hope this will be your final memory for Max and Chloe.
What are you doing here, Max?
Miss Coffin, why exactly were you on the route?
Keep subscribing and keep with my updates and stuff, and yeah. It's good. Really, I'm really grateful that you keep supporting me along the way. Yeah, that's it. No more spoilers, so I reviewed this video. Yeah. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. See you soon. See you soon. Yeah. See you soon. See you soon, guys. I'll give you a rough look of. You have seen the campus park, campus park level already. I think. I hope some of you can make some fan art to me, and I will be able to put them or in the level somehow, like a gallery or stuff, or somewhere you can find your fan arts in this game. So you will be very happy when you see, oh, all your stuff is on is in the level. Not this level, but on a custom level that you have never seen. And please join this Life is Strange game group. It's a lot of discussion is in this Life is Strange group, and maybe you also want to play Vampire. It's also a good game, and it has been nominated for one of the best games on E3. And people keep fighting about whether Dead9 is doing a good job or not. But we will see if we will be able to play the game soon. So we'll have a final judgment on deadline. But so far, and this game has some problems, has some. It's not perfect, but we might still like it because it's Life is Strange, and there's so many foreshadowing and stuff, and like maybe there are good narration and story for this game we still don't know and haven't really know about that yet. So I really look forward to it, and thank you guys. I've said many times I need to go now, and I really need to go now. So thank you for watching. Thank you guys. Really have to say goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.